So the question being asked is, everything is God's will, then where is the choice for me? Is there a choice for the individual? The question is about thy will and my will. Your will and my will. So the choice, is there a choice or no choice? And if there is a choice, what kind of choice? So we have to understand, each jiva, each individual soul is like a seed. The seed as a soul has to grow, become a plant, and become a tree and mature. So for maturing of jiva, a seed, it needs a fertilizer, water, sunlight. Similarly, for a seed or the jiva which is in very dormant condition, for maturing, it requires environment, opportunity. And that opportunity is provided for jiva in terms of the world, universe. So now, jiva by nature, by birth, is ignorant of his own nature. He feels is limited by body and mind. And all actions of jiva are based on the nature, prakriti. The prakriti nature has three gunas: sattva guna, rajo guna, tamo guna. The jiva, jivatma, identifies with the body and functions based on the nature, prakriti. Tamo guna, rajo guna, sattva guna. So now, jiva has identified the body and is identified in three gunas. And there is an environment which is provided in terms of universe. The five elements, space, wind, fire, earth, water. The whole world is provided as a field of experience. In the field of experience, jiva is a small individual and the world is vast. So naturally, jiva has ability to move in space, do some actions in time. Space and time give the possibility for jiva to experience life. And also cause and effect. I do something and I get a result. For example, I put a seed and it becomes plant and it becomes a tree. So cause and effect, time and space is the environment. And five elements, panchabhutas, the space, wind, fire, water. So the entire thing is provided for jiva as a field of experience. And in the field of experience, there is a choice, naturally. What kind of food I eat, what kind of drink I drink, what kind of work I do. So, and each field, each action will have a consequence. The consequence is called karma. So the entire universe is projected by Ishvara for field of experience of jiva. That's a freedom to do whatever you want. Of course, the freedom is limited in the sense, if I am able to do something, I cannot do something because my jiva is itself by nature is limited. But the freedom is given to jiva to do some karmic action and experience the karma in the field of action. Now, where is the Ishvara's will or God's will come into picture? So the entire universe, the space, the wind, the five elements, the earth, planets, the environment, everything is functioning because of the prakriti, the nature. And nature is activated by the presence of consciousness. That's why Bhagavad Gita says, Prakritehe kremani karmani gunahi sarvasha. All actions are done by Prakriti, nature, guna. Ahankara vimudhatma kartaha miti manyate. The jiva identifies with ahankara, jivatma identifies with ahankara, thinks that I am the doer. In the sense, when the jiva identifies with the body, there is a sense of doership. There is a sense of ownership. The sense of I am doing something, karma, I am getting benefit. So now, this is an experience for all of us. All of us feel that they have freedom of choice. No doubt about that. Okay. So now, what we don't understand is that all of us are driven by guna or prakriti, nature. I think it's my own actions, my own desires which are coming and I'm implementing it. For example, a person with sattva guna will act in certain way, person with rajo guna will act in certain way, person with tamo guna will act in certain way. In a sense, all our actions are based on the nature, prakriti guna. What is the mind? What is the body? Sattva-guna, Rajoguna, Tamoguna. We act according to that. For example, a tiger will eat a deer. Tiger will not eat grass. It is acting its own nature. Now, a deer will eat only grass. It will not eat non-vegetarian food. So they are all acting their own nature. Similarly, human beings also act out their own nature. It's called three guna, sattva guna, rajoguna, tamoguna. Now, is there choice for them? Yes. They can operate in this space, they can operate in time, and they are bound by cause and effect. Now, the three gunas are functioning of nature is actuated by consciousness. The universe, entire universe consisting of three gunas, is functioning because of the consciousness. So the consciousness is Ishvara or Lord. The consciousness is like sun. The presence of sun, the plant will grow, the mango tree will give mango fruit, banana tree will give banana. Like that, each of them will exhibit or the nature is manifest. Inherent nature. The consciousness provides the environment. Similarly, in the presence of Atma, the Prakriti will provide the environment for jivas to function. To the extent of time, space, and causation, the jivas have the ability to function. Are jivas really free? No. Each of them are bound by their vasanas, or they are bound by their gunas. Okay? For example, a cow stands in front of the house of a person. The person will say, oh, divine cow has come, he will do puja. Another cow stands in front of another house of a person. You say, oh, a very good food. Afternoon food, it can be good food for biryani. So another person will say, oh, a cow is standing, it can be milk. Or somebody business sees, oh, I can make a lot of money. So each person sees the situation based on their guna, the nature, sattva guna, rajoguna, tamoguna. Their actions are also based on that, sattva guna, rajoguna, tamoguna. Now, do you have freedom in action? Yes. But you are bound by the gunas. You are not separate yourself from gunas. The impulsive nature will drive you. Okay? So now, when you do something, there is always a consequence. That's called karma phala. So what is this karma phala? The karma phala is a mechanism for it to learn. The nature, evolution is happening from tamoguna to rajoguna to sattoguna to gunapita or enlightenment. It's an evolution process. A person in tamoguna is lazy, not doing anything. So gradually he has to go to rajoguna, he has to work for success, and gradually he has to move to sattoguna, where he has to seek peace, satsang. Then he has to go beyond, get Atma and liberation. So this is the process of evolution of a jiva over many, many lifetimes. That's why it said 84 lakh yonis are there and many lifetimes of learning is there before somebody can get jnana. So this learning will happen. And they say, is there an opportunity for to learn? Yes. Is there an opportunity to do some work to learn? Yes. Is there an opportunity to get results? Done. But all of this operates under the laws of the universe, the nature, prakriti, natural law. If you harm somebody, harm will come back to you. So that means it is governed by will of God. Karma phala. Okay? So entire operation is within the will of God. You are free to operate within the will of God. You cannot go beyond the will of God. Do you have freedom? Yes. It's as good as saying, I am driving in Bangalore, city traffic. Have I freedom to drive? Yes. But I cannot go on the right hand side of the road. I have to go on the left hand side of the road. I have to obey traffic signals. To that extent, I have the freedom. Now, you have to freedom to go fast. You can go fast depending on the car or bicycle or cycle to the extent of the vehicle which you have. Similarly, each of jiva has a vehicle which has sattoguna, rajoguna, tamoguna. To the extent of the ability of the vehicle, he has to follow the laws of the universe and he has to operate. To that extent, the jiva has the freedom. It's a limited freedom to operate within function within the universe. And whose laws are crazy? The laws are natural laws. It's the will of God. not given freedom to operate, then you will say, I'm a slave of God. Why should I get karma phala? So you are given a freedom. That's also will of God. Free to act, free to experience, free to do karma and get karma phala. So you have given a sense of individuality, to experience, to evolve from tamoguna to rajoguna to sattoguna and become gunatita or enlightened. So that's a freedom in the field of action. Now, this freedom comes from God's will. So there's a my will and thy will. My will and God's will. What is my will? I want this, I want this. Yes, you can go and get it. But you will get a karma also. You will get a karma phala also. That's God's will. So your will operates under the law of God's will when you are in the domain of Maya. Maya means time, space, and causation, karma phala. So is there a separate my will and thy will? Yes. Thy will or God's will is responsible for functioning of the entire universe. Your will is dictated by sattva-guna, rajoguna, tamoguna. Now sattva-guna, rajoguna, tamoguna also functions because God's will activates them. But to the extent of your guna, you can function. And person will gradually evolve tamoguna to rajoguna to sattva-guna to sagunatita. So that's also God's will. In the sense, your will to experience, do something, get result, operate under the overall will of God's will. And you have a sense of my will I am expressing. I want to get something. Yes, you will get it. Within the laws of karma. So God's will and your will seem to apparently existing in the domain of karma or domain of Maya, cause and effect. So the jiva gradually evolves and goes beyond. It gets jnana. Then he realizes, I am not the body, I am not the mind, I am not the intellect. So this law of karma or cause and effect, karma phala, and individual sense of freedom, individual sense of karma exists within Maya. As long as you think I am the body, I am the mind, I am the intellect. The karma phala, and apparent freedom for action exists because you are identified with the body. Okay? And your sense of freedom is real. I want to do something. I want to achieve something. The sense of freedom is real. In the domain of Maya, all those things are real for you. So now, is God's will operating through me? Yes, God's will operating through you. In the sense, the body is getting activated, the mind is getting activated, and their gunas are getting expressed. It's like saying electricity, when it goes through light, it gives light. If it goes through fan, it gives blows air. But electricity is not giving light, not giving blowing air. It's only its presence is making active. In the sense, God's will is making your body mind function complex, function, and it allows you to freedom of action through their body mind complex, to the extent of limitation of guna. Because now you have identified guna, you are not separate yourself from guna. So gradually, you realize you are not the body, you are not the mind, you are not the intellect, you are the consciousness. So now, for that, one step is you have to understand I am the sakshi, the witness of body mind complex. So when you start witnessing the body mind complex, then you understand the body mind complex is functioning based on the presence of consciousness. It's like a machine. It's a prakriti, nature, which is running on its own. How it's running on its own? My vasanas are there. The vasanas will become thoughts will become actions will become result will become more vasanas. So like that, programs are running. Earlier you have identified the program. Because you identify a program, you are also thinking that I am the doer. So now you have become free from program. And as long as you identify the program, you are getting a doer, you are also responsible for karma phala, consequence of action. So now you have become free from you are observing that. Like a movie, the prakriti is functioning. You are becoming sakshi. So that sakshi, prakriti is kremanani, gunai karmani sarvasha. Nature is doing everything. I am watching it. I am the sakshi, the witness. So the witness, you are becoming free from the doership, enjoyership and knowership because you have become the witness. Now you are seeing the body-mind complex operating based on the vasanas, impressions, becoming thoughts, becoming actions and karma phala. But you no longer identify the body, let's say karma phala doesn't come to you. There's no longer involvement in that. So gradually you go beyond sakshi. Then you realize sakshi and saksham both are mithya. Only there is Atma, Brahman, non-dual. So then there's no question of world and action. So now there's no question of doing anything also because an infinite cannot do anything. Only finite can do something. As finite as a body-mind complex, I can do something. As sakshi, I'm not able to do anything. I'm not doing anything. I'm just witness. Right? As Brahman, There's no doership, there's no enjoyership, there's no knowership. It's one reality. There's no subject of duality. So now, when you have become Sakshi, then you realize that the world is karma, karma phala, and nature, sattva-guna, rajoguna, tamoguna thing. So then you are thinking, I am the doer. So now you are becoming free from doership. So now, before jnana, the entire world was running based on the prakriti three gunas. And you don't have a choice. In the sense, your gunas you are accessing, sattva-guna, rajoguna, tamoguna, you are getting results also. You have a sense of doership, sense of karma, karma phala. So as you become Sakshi, you understand everything is happening. I'm not a doer. So that happening is because of presence of consciousness. Ishvara, things are happening. Then you go beyond Sakshi, you become one with Brahman. Then there's no doership, there's no enjoyership, there's no other, there's no duality. So then now my will and thy will. So now, when you are in the domain of Maya, karma and karma phala, my will operates under the laws or directions or the framework set by thy will, Ishvara's will. None of us can violate the karma phala. In that sense, my will is operating under the guidance of thy will. When I am doing sadhana, my will I am giving. I understand that. All this has become my guna. Guna I am identifying. So all karma phala I am saying Ishvara Icha. I am offering to the Ishvara. Whatever happening to my life is karma phala. So I am giving up my doership and ownership, surrendering it. That's called surrender. Doership, ownership and enjoyership, I am surrendering to Ishvara. As you surrender to Ishvara, you become free from the sense of karma and karma phala. And you are able to watch it as Sakshi, like you're watching a movie. Things are happening. Plot is set and things are happening. So now, only Ishvara's will is operating. There you observing Ishvara's will operating in the world. Finally, you transcend that Sakshi and Saksham. When you become Brahman, then there's no world. There's only Brahman, Ishvara alone. So the relationship with my will and thy will is clear. Any questions, sir? This will confuse somebody if a wrong teaching given its wrong state of evolution. Tamoguna. So you say everything is Ishvara is doing, God is doing. Then you say, let God do. What else should I do? Then he will get into more Tamoguna. Okay? The fourth purpose is person Tamoguna has to become Rajoguna, Rajoguna is Sattva-guna. So that's why for person Tamoguna, Rajoguna and Sattva-guna have to own up their actions, own up their desires, own up their karma. So up to that point, karma and karma phala and individual is accepted and honored by the universe. If you don't say, then everything is God is doing, then I am a machine. I don't know. Why should I suffer in life? That doesn't happen. Because you have a sense of doership. Let's open to one person whom I know. The person comes back and says, I don't do anything. Why? Because God is a doer. God is not telling me to do anything. Then the person also says, I'm depressed. I'm saying, how can you be depressed if God is doing everything? If God is doing everything, you will be joyful and peaceful. You are not. Because your sense of doership, you are not doing anything. You are getting in Tamoguna. Get into Rajoguna, Sattva-guna, do service activity, and become free from Guna. You have to become free from Guna. You have to become Guna-Sita through Jnana. Before become Jnana, you start doing something, then you are trapped. You have a sense of doership, and financial body, still you say, I am not doing anything. That's a false. It is like a poor man. A poor man is there. Okay? He says, a rich man is there. He says, what is the value for money? There's no value for money. Because he has billions of rupees. I only eat food. I sleep on a bed of 6 feet by 8 feet. That's all I need. But a poor man says, what is value for money? No. Even 10 rupees is valuable for him. So we cannot live the lifestyle of a rich man. We have to live the lifestyle and we become rich. So I'm not the doer, I'm not the enjoyer, I'm the not knower. When I transcend, I'm the body, I'm the mind, I'm the intellect concept. When I become Sakshi, everything is happening. Before I become Sakshi, if everything is happening, then before becoming Sakshi, if everything is happening, then I get disturbed. The disturbance is a sign that I have not realized. I'm just conceptualizing. So emotional disturbance happen, something will happen to me, I start crying, because it's not a reality for me. So till that is reality for me, since the doership is there, I am bound to do. karma yoga, kriya yoga, and service to become purified. The sense of doership has to be used to get rid of, come out of karma, three guna. So beyond that, through jnana, you have to realize that I'm not a doer. So any teaching which is premature teaching can confuse people. So that's why teaching has to be given in certain way. A primary school kid has some teaching, high school kid has some teaching, college kid has teaching. For example, primary school kid is learning Newton's law. So no, Newton's law is not important. Quantum mechanics is important. If you tell the child gets confused. Newton's law is important in a primary school. Quantum mechanics is important in college. So the teaching has to be given in a certain sequence. Otherwise, it will confuse people. So you are not a doer. If you tell the person will become lazy because he still identifies the body. If he is identified body, he is bound to be a doer. He is bound to get a karma and karma. Are we clear? My will and thy will is clear. Any questions?